Welcome to another episode of the Back Catalogue podcast. This is the podcast where we, and by we, I mean me, Apo, and my co-host / co-founder Vincent. We dive into the Disney Plus streaming service and we tell you, the listener and the viewer, what's worth it and what is not. And today, we've got another special guest on the show. Another member of the Patreon. This is what benefits the Patreon gets you, Vincent. Would you agree with such things?
Yes, okay, yeah, sure.
Dude, we've got, you're right.
Just knocked myself. Here's the microphone. I was so confused. I was going, why is that so close to me?
We got friend of the show, Francesca, on here, on the pod.
Good morning.
Good morning, absolutely.
You can move that closer to you if you want.
Yeah, move it.
I'm like, what happened to you there?
How are you doing on this fine morning?
I'm doing great, thank you. Very excited to be here. Very excited.
Well, you've had enough of a warm-up because I spent about half an hour getting all the cameras
Now,
sorted.
Not all Patreon members will have to deal with this once they come on the show, but Francesca had to deal with me specifically getting angry at Vincent for like a while.
Yeah.
That's okay.
And the domestic was probably not like comforting.
That's okay.
Look, I have idolized you two for so long. It was a bit scary to see reality, but I'm okay. I'll survive.
See the behind the scenes?
See the behind the scenes.
Yeah. The reality is like we only like each other on camera. Like once the camera's on, we're mates. But like after that, it's like we go our separate ways, you know?
Yeah.
We'll do an Oprah interview at some point.
Yeah. Meghan and Harry style.
It'll just be me or just be him on Oprah, and then I'll be on Jimmy Kimmel or something, you know? That's what it'll be.
Well, yeah, whoever's more in touch with their emotions will be on Oprah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure out that when it comes to it. But I've got some announcements to make, Vincent, before we get into it.
Also, you get a
Francesca.
notebook after for free. That's
No
also a perk
way.
of
Oh,
being
yeah.
on the Patreon.
That's
I'm so
absolutely right.
excited.
Do you want to have a look now or we'll do it after?
Would you like to be presented to you
I
on
would
air?
love to be presented on air with my
Get-
notebook.
get-
This is very
Let me
exciting.
Get the
let me
notebook
find
out.
some notebooks.
Thank
Is
you
this
for
my-
reminding me, Vincent.
Is this my birthday present, Vincent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you see the notebooks, I don't know if you want them for birthday presents.
I even found more.
I'm still waiting for my shirt.
Vincent, are you serious? No, well, yeah, the shirt's coming.
The shirts are coming. Yeah, they're in production.
They're in production.
Can I get all of these?
No, you get one of them. You
thank
get to pick one of them.
If you got all of those, we'd be out of business.
This is a lot. Let me look at all the different signs.
Yeah, so we got a bunch of things. We got the Force Bible, like present in last week's episode of the Back Catalogue
Yeah, that's
podcast.
right. That's meta.
Jesus. Sorry, Vincent. Swore there.
No, Jesus is fine.
We like respect like to Jesus, you know what I mean?
Respect to Jesus.
So there's a bunch there.
You know what? I reckon I'm going with this little "May the Force be with you."
Yeah,
one.
you go on the floor. That's because you saw it in last week's episode.
That's in
You're
last
like,
week's.
This is 100%. All right, you can just put them on the floor.
Yeah, just chuck them
Chuck
down
them
here.
Yeah, chuck them. Just throw them as far as you can.
I'm going to place them gently.
Okay, that's very respectful of you.
But not on brand. Like Vinny would throw them like.
I'm going to throw them across the room.
Got to keep them good for the fellow Patreon members. You
That
know?
is correct.
true.
For the
That's
next
true.
guest of the show.
Next guess.
Now, I've got some announcements to make. One, next week we're going to be going to the Netflix streaming service, the OG of the streaming services, in my opinion. We're doing Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead next week. And then the week after that, we're doing, friend of the show requested, by my pool guru, Jared, we are doing Lion King. And we'll get more into the pool guru thing. So that's the week
Is he
after.
specifically your pool guru, or is that the name of the company?
Bro, I'm going to tell you all about the fact that I was an apprentice at this pool guru.
That's
pool guru
hilarious.
I'm
joint.
so excited for the pool guru story.
So we'll get into that in 2 weeks' time. Lion King coming at you.
Oh, we're doing Lion King.
Yeah.
Did
Have we
you-
done that before?
Have we done Lion King?
I don't know. I was
No, I
thinking
don't
that
think we
myself.
have. No, I don't
We'll
think
just do
we've done
Lion
Nah,
King.
we can do things twice though.
Yeah.
Not many people listen to the original episodes anyway, so
Just do a revamp.
But
we're just
today-
gonna do High School Musical because that just gets numbers every time we
Oh.
pump out one of them. We'll just do.
yeah.
The High School
We
Musical
strictly
2.
do High School Musical.
And we'll
You
just,
haven't done High School Musical 3 yet, have you?
Nah,
Oh, that's the best one.
that's the best one. All right.
coming soon.
Coming soon.
But today we're doing 2001's very own Princess Diaries.
Yes.
This was your requested.
My request. This is the best movie of all time. Hands down.
Could you show the camera the notes that you have created? They may or may not be able to see it, but there's
Look,
some scrolling going on
There
there.
is so much notes. Half of them are just about Joe because he's a king, and about
He's a
Julie
king.
Andrews. He is a king.
Vincent, show them your Your nose.
Oh my god.
And all it is about how wild the Bay Area is in all these movies.
How wild is it?
San Francisco. But they got. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get into that.
Can I give some facts? Before
She already knows what to say.
We'll get
We'll
into that.
get into that.
Far out.
This is wild.
Number one fan, what can I say?
This has got the 48% on Rotten Tomatoes, got 6.4 on the IMDb. Had a budget 26 million, made 165.3 million.
That's a lot of millions as a budget.
Yeah, dude. But when you got Julie Andrews, you got Joe. Apparently, like Joe's like king. So like,
king.
yeah.
Julie Andrews was queen, but Joe was king.
Joe was the king.
This, I've got a review here from the Rotten Tomatoes before I get into the synopsis. Before we get into this, because Francesca got things to say.
I do.
Yeah, I got Google questions to be
You got
answered.
Google questions to answer. So Brad W from 2011 gave it a 2.5 out of 5 on the Rotten Tomatoes. Brad W said, or Bradley W. Sorry, I'm shortening this man's name like we're mates.
Yeah, well, you're Australian, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Bazza.
Bazza Dubs.
Baz?
Not my thing, but I'm a guy. Ha ha ha.
Oh my god. Are you serious? What the hell?
If it was a Prince, if it was the Prince Diaries, I would have liked it.
Yeah, bro, it would have been just for me, you know?
He didn't feel represented in the film enough.
Me, Bazza W, specifically can't relate to the Princess Diaries.
But here's what he said. He said, the movie has an interesting premise and works out well, but soon becomes another chick flick with a funny cast. But it's not my kind of movie. It's like, Bradley, bro, I don't care if it's not your kind of movie. Let's talk about the masses here. You're doing reviews.
Where's the objective review here? Where's the...
No, but I love how he goes, no, this is a good movie. It does this and this and this, but it's not my kind of movie. You know? Like his mates are going to read it and go, Baz, is this you? Is this? Oh, no, it's not your kind of movie. You saved yourself there.
Fair.
Yeah, he's like, actually, I'm a secret lover of the Princess Bride. But he's like, not Princess Bride, Princess Diaries. If my mates find out, mate, they're going to disown me.
They're going to start calling me Bradley again.
You never know. Your mates might all love the Princess Diaries.
It's about starting the conversation about the Princess Diaries, 100%.
That's right.
And also, apologies if I call this Princess Bride. I had this written down for the longest, and I almost watched the wrong movie.
Oh my gosh.
Princess Bride.
I almost watched
Is that the one with Antonio Banderas?
No.
No.
Inigo Montoya, You Killed My Father, Prepared to Die. You know that movie?
That's
I know
that's
the meme.
quotes.
I know the meme.
Yeah, we know the
You know
memes.
the memes, yeah.
Like I said, I'm fluent in meme culture.
Exactly, that's your language.
You know, you give me names of actors and actresses and names of movies. And I don't know them, but you give me lines that specifically come up in memes. I'm there.
You got it.
There. Now, Vincent, you know what we do here.
Are you doing the synopsis?
Oh, let me do the
You do
synopsis. A
That's what I'll
teenager
get up.
discovers she's a princess of a small European country, which is fair enough because that's what happens in this movie.
Yeah.
You got
All right, let's
some
have a
business
look.
here. I don't know how funny these things will be.
No,
you know?
that's right.
But that's the risk that we run.
That's right. That's the risk. Last week was only funny because apparently my pronunciation is
Is off. I think it is.
Yeah.
is Genovia a real country? Genovia is a small country. Oh, okay. No, it's not.
No, yeah, let's say it's not a real
not.
country, is
I
it?
didn't think so. What is the official fruit of Genovia?
I know this one.
Yeah, what is it?
It's pears.
It's pears.
It's pears. Man's
right.
juggling pears at
Man's
one point.
Exactly.
And then you hear just say, all right, you can stop the juggling. Stop the pear juggling.
In the anthem, they mention pears. I know majority of the Genovian anthem, actually.
You know the majority that's
Bro, what's
spoken in English
Yeah,
with a British
exactly.
accent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, who sings that?
The
that
Prime
dude?
Minister.
The Prime Minister.
You got to
yeah.
watch Princess Diaries 2 for the full.
Oh, here we go.
anthem.
This is a good one. How old is Anne Hathaway now?
Now,
Now.
at this very
On this
time.
day, 2021, the year of our Lord.
42?
Hold on a second. She was 18 when this movie came out.
Bro, you can't be doing maths here.
Dude, I'm doing maths, but I'm not good at maths, so you tell me.
If she was 38, isn't 20 plus 18?
Bro, is that-
38.
Is-
She's
Oh,
that's
38. Anyway, that's it. All the rest of them were just like, did she become queen? Is Princess Diaries 3 coming out?
Yeah.
You know, I don't need to
Is
hear
it?
that.
I don't think so. I don't
it's
think it
rumoured.
is.
It's rumoured. They're just going to get Julie on
Well,
board.
now I've got to have a look.
I don't know if it is. I think I looked at this as well because I was going through the.
It's been 16 years since the Princess Diaries 2.
Oh my God, it's almost as old as me. How sad.
Sounds like that man's the neighbour. The start of
Yeah, the writer too.
Yeah.
Robitussin, you know? Don't cough
king.
around him.
So here's
No.
some things that I want us to talk about. One, This is why I messaged Vincent early in the week and I was like, Vincent, this is exciting because we got you on board. We actually have someone that is in the demographic of what this movie is. Like, you're not only, you know, a female who Bradley W thinks this movie is only for females, but you're also a high school student.
I am.
We are not high school students anymore. This movie is set mostly in high school.
That's true.
So you have some things to give us about the high school experience.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about her high school experience, how, you know,
what happened
hilarious,
when Francesca, friend of the show, Francesca became a princess of a made-up
exactly.
country.
Exactly.
And some dude was juggling stone fruit, you know, out the front of her.
A pear is not a stone fruit.
No, but I'm saying that's what they're doing in your made-up country.
Yeah.
You know, because remember that time you're just telling us that you got hit in the eye by a stone fruit and you got an allergic reaction? Or
Was
maybe
it
you could
really
have just been
allergic
hit with the eye.
reaction, or
No,
was it
I
just
kid you
bruising?
not. I've got photos. Like my eye started like going red and had like dots like all over, and it really hurt. It
I
was,
think
like,
it might
really
have just
bad.
been
I
like
think that's just
strictly
what happens
from
when you get
getting hit.
smacked in the face
No,
with
like,
a
it was
fruit.
like literally, it was like lumps on my eye. There were lumps.
Was that a lumpy fruit? Could have been a lumpy stone
With
fruit.
a lumpy stone fruit. That's it.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know what things we're really going to talk about as much, to be honest, because there ain't that much in this movie for me. But because I'm Bradley W, by the way, this is my secret reveal. Now I want to talk about like royalty because I always got to slander the royalty.
Yeah,
right?
dude, I'm not a fan of royalty.
I did a whole bit about abolishing the monarchy in my notes. Actually.
Oh, here we go. We're going to have rants.
So
We're abolishing monarchies.
Yep.
We're going to talk about the idea of makeovers and what they are. We're also going to talk about the fact that Anne Hathaway's in this movie is great. Like that's respect. To, like,
I was literally thinking that. How about she's Greek? I was like, that's good representation there.
it's good representation for
Does
like.
thermopolis mean just thermometer in Greek or something?
Yeah, it must mean like just
Surely.
understanding heat.
That's wild.
Or cold temperatures. Thermometers can do both.
That's true.
Sorry, lucky we had the high school student here.
That's true. That's
Unbelievable.
true. But let's get into this. First of all, should we just talk about like the high school experience?
Yeah.
Because
That's fair.
Anne Hathaway's in this movie doesn't have doesn't have the best of high school experience to start off with. Is this realistic? Are people throwing up while they're doing speeches?
Look, people are definitely hating public speaking, and there are so many kids in my school who will do anything to get out of it. They will not rock up. They will throw. I've had a kid like throw her computer out of the classroom and just like storm out because she didn't want to do it.
I feel like the storming out could have been.
Yeah,
because,
just
You
do
don't have to
it.
throw your you've damaged your computer.
You've lost Minecraft now. Like, how you meant to play Minecraft?
Exactly. How you meant to
Bro,
build?
don't get me on Minecraft, bro.
What's wrong with Minecraft?
No, I've been
He
playing
loves it.
Minecraft. I spent all day yesterday playing Minecraft, and I got to the end of the day and I had to go out for dinner. I went, I haven't watched the movie. Now I have to wake up at 6 o'clock
To watch this
on
Exactly,
a
movie.
Sunday.
wake up at
Yeah, I had to wake up at 6
Right.
o'clock on the day of our Lord, 23rd of May,
To watch this movie.
to watch this movie,
What
The
a great way to
Princess.
start the day, though. What a great way.
Could be.
It
We'll
could
find
be.
out.
We'll find out. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
I mean, we'll get into that later.
But look, the whole cheerleader thing, that doesn't really happen in Australia, so I can't make a comment about that. But Lana, Anna, and Fontana, and all their rhyming
Dude,
names.
the best one was when someone made a comment of that. I think it was Joe.
Yeah.
Joe the King.
Someone like Banana, Falana, something like
She
that.
was just doing that stuff that Morgan Freeman did to what's the man's name? Superbad. The short dude in Superbad. Jonah Hill. Have you never seen that?
I've seen that. When they're like doing the Driving Miss Daisy like something like stage show and then they're sitting in the car together for ages.
Yeah, and you're doing the Jonah, Bobona or something, Fofona. And then
Oh.
and then Morgan Freeman said, "Oh, do me, Jonah Hill." And then Jonah Hill was just like, "Morgan," I just said exactly what he said. I'll see if I can find that.
Dude, if you've not seen that video,
Never
that
seen
is
it.
so funny. It's like Jonah Hill in an interview talking about Morgan Freeman. And they were doing some show or some movie together.
Yeah.
And they were just in a car for together for a bit, but just waiting to figure out what they need to do. And then he goes on and tells that story. Oh my goodness. But it's tear worthy. Hilarious.
That's what it reminded me of.
Now, I know that American high school is very different from Australian high schools, but are people this mean?
Yeah, some of them, definitely. Some people,
Do you need to put anyone on blast?
look, we're not going to spill the tea on the podcast.
Because you're famous as of today. as of this release, you know?
Like 32 people will know you.
Exactly. And those 32 people, they're going to learn some things.
I mean, there's probably about 6 or 7 of them that already know you.
Yeah, look, he'll be a lot of my friends. So I'm actually very conscious of what I'm saying right now because we will all be watching this.
Yeah.
But there's
Jane.
Jane.
Do you know someone named Jane?
No, I thought that might have been one of her friends' names. You know?
Jane is like...
I know, I should have said that.
That's an old kind of name. That's
Yeah.
not really a young kid name anymore.
I was about to say Ethan. That's not a woman's name.
Ethan can be anyone's name.
I could have a friend called Ethan.
That's true. Yes, look, there you go.
not?
So you say, hey, you're being Bradley W.
I'm
now.
being Bradley
Exactly.
W.
This
Far
podcast
out.
is for everyone.
But it's not for me.
This
But
is
it's not for you. It's not for you.
a safe space to share our love for the Princess Diaries.
That's true. And,
Yeah.
and we'll share our love for the Princess Diaries now. Now, one thing that I didn't like. So, like, when ethnic people are represented in, like, cinema, you know, initially, like, we got it in My Big Fat Greek Wedding. We got it in this movie. Probably better in My Big Fat Greek Wedding than we did in this movie. But they're just represented
the Greek
as,
man
like...
with the Windex.
Which is true. Like, what else are you going to do? No, we never use Windex for nothing. But like, we don't even use it for cleaning windows, you know?
You just put some water on there. It'll be all right.
Exactly,
Don't
it's
waste any cleaning products.
Why spend money on the window?
No, that's right.
But why are they always represented as just like extremely hairy people? And also, why are Anne Hathaway's eyebrows changing in probably every scene of this movie?
Exactly. I have a whole rant about that makeover
it's
scene.
far out.
Oh my God.
Should we get into the makeover
I
scene?
think we should.
Yeah. Let's get into the makeover
me
scene.
All right, here we go.
Scroll.
Scroll to your notes.
Scroll to my notes.
Yeah.
Talk for a bit while I find.
Do we need a some elevator music?
You might. There's a lot of...
Don't press any buttons.
Yeah, I've got it. So like she was beautiful before the makeover. She was pretty. It was just like society's standard of beauty that she wasn't meeting. So why did she need to change her whole self to fit society's definition of beauty?
Fire. Are you hearing this, listeners and viewers? Why did she have to change to fit society's definition of beauty?
Like, who said the bushy eyebrows weren't cute? Like, who said that glasses weren't attractive? Like, Vincent, you would have been personally offended by that scene, I feel.
I may have still been asleep during that. But, you know, John Howard, when he was in Prime Minister, like those eyebrows, you seen them?
Yeah. I have seen them.
Nothing wrong with them.
I have seen photos of him. I never...
But also, like, I think it was also like 2001 because these days, like, people like bushy eyebrows.
Yeah, but that's not because they're accepting of bushy eyebrows.
Because it's a trend.
Because of
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
right. It's a trend.
Yeah.
It just... That
I
whole
think 2001 was those thin, you know, those thin ones?
those really thin
where,
ones.
like, you could stab a person with those
exactly.
eyebrows.
And then like a really thick eyeshadow underneath. There's like really bright colours.
Yeah, I can't do that. Physically, I can't do that. Like, I could, but I wouldn't.
But you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Also, Anne Hathaway looks exactly the same now as she did then.
She
that's
has not
true.
aged. She has not aged.
In some of the scenes, I'm like, is she 15 or is she
That's another thing.
40?
Like, she's
going
2
on
years
here?
younger than me. I did not look like that at 15. There is no way.
Neither did I.
Wait, she's 15?
She's meant to
movie?
be 15 in this movie.
She's
Jesus.
18.
She's 18 in real life,
Yeah.
Yeah. No one, at least they kept her like somewhat close to the age.
Yeah, unlike have you seen that new trailer for the new Dear Evan Hansen movie?
Who?
But we strictly know memes here. We don't know Dear Ever Hansen.
All right, so they're making this movie about this musical, and you know that dude Ben Platt. You know that actor, yeah, surely.
Let's say yes.
What does he look like? Like, give me a description.
Give me a meme that he's in.
I don't think
Is he
he's
the
in
bad
any
luck
meme.
Brian guy?
He's in Pitch Perfect. Have you guys seen Pitch Perfect?
Is
He's
he
not
like the boyfriend
the
of-
squeaky voice.
He's the
dude?
squeaky voice one, the one in I've Got the Magic in Me. So that's him. And he's like 28, meant to be playing this like 16-year-old, and he looks so old in the movie. Like, it's like, you know how they all looked old in Greece? That's what this dude looks like.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the-
they were meant to be in high school in
Yeah.
Greece.
That's hilarious. That they were meant to
I
be-
know,
Yeah.
because my image in the head is literally John Travolta as he looks roughly now, but just with less weight
And hair.
and hair.
Exactly,
That's right.
yeah.
So-
and not flying a plane.
This is the thing. We've also got like these days, like we're doing Stranger things, right? Where like good actors are young kids
Yeah,
as
they're
well.
children.
You know, you don't need to get Benjamin Platt.
No, you don't.
Is that his name?
That's literally his name.
Yeah, you don't need to get him to do 26-year-old things at a 16-year-old level.
Yeah,
you know
Exactly.
Dijon mustard movies, or whatever you said.
What I mean? What was the guy's name? What was the director? Or
I don't know who the director of the movie. The
did
name,
you say like Devion Platt or something?
no, it's called Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh, the book is called
Name,
Dear Evan
the
Hansen.
actual musical.
I thought that was the man. That was the man's name. Dear Evan,
The,
you know?
the character's name is Evan.
Like,
It's like Dear Evan. It's like a letter.
okay,
You gotta watch
I thought it was a DeMar DeRozan situation. You
Yeah,
know?
like it was that. Yeah.
Yeah. Dear Evan did something.
Yeah.
You know, Dear Evan did letters or something. I don't know.
Oh my God, no.
So I think you're right. I think that this makeover scene is what's wrong with a lot of this movie because, I mean, I understand that, you know, you look at yourself in the mirror. Sometimes, some days you're looking good. You go out, you're like, I got confidence in myself right now.
Some days you wake up and you're like, I'll look good. And then the next day you shave your mustache and you're like,
Dude, don't, why are you going to bring that, why are you going to bring that up, man? Like it was an accident. Like I had it on the wrong setting.
dude, no way.
Yeah.
Far
Did you
out.
shave your mustache back?
Yeah, well, I was meant to like just trim it, like clean it up a bit, like for the pod. Well, this is pre-pod, but then I went over and I was like, this is looking a lot thinner than like it usually does on
that's
this
hilarious.
setting. And then I looked at the setting and I was like, oh no. And I looked and I was like, it's too weaselly to like leave. Like it just looked like weasel hairs, right? So I was just
man,
like,
that's hilarious.
I just got to do the
I
job.
thought you were doing it just, you know, I don't know,
Just to look younger.
just to look younger because you do look younger.
Well, I do, like, and like kids
If you
that I
shaved
work
the
with,
stubble, you could have gone into this movie as a 15-year-old.
Exactly. You could have been the 15-year-old in
I
this
would have had to
movie.
wear a hat like the whole time. Or like they would have had to like colour these in like CGI. I'd just be wearing green screens here.
Like the little dots and stuff.
So they just like fill in my hair. No, but you know what? I didn't appreciate. I mean, look, like I'm all here for like a makeover scene slash a you know those scenes where it's like they're dressing up but
Yeah.
they're like throwing all the clothes out. What are they
Yeah,
called? Montages.
Yeah, the montages.
Right, I'm all there for that. But this one, I was just like, come on, Anne Hathaway's like
Literally.
everything changes in her world just because she starts looking prettier.
Yeah, the Italian dude doing the makeover, he was hilarious.
God,
though.
he was good.
He was hilarious.
Like my friends and I still quote all that scene to this day. Like we quote him all the time.
What's that guy's name again?
Paolo.
Paolo. Oh yeah, like Puttanesca.
Puttanesca.
Like, that's his last.
Yeah,
Isn't that a sauce or something?
yeah, that's a type of pasta. Yeah, Puttanesca. I'm pretty sure that's from Rome.
Also, that guy has about 17 different accents and speaks German at one point in this movie.
Oh, talking about accents, when she first went on the lawn at the thing, I was thinking the first time I thought, obviously it was the wrong thought, but I was thinking they've got 3 different heads from 3 different countries who speak 3 different languages, ready to yell at someone on the lawn, get off the lawn, and then in the other languages.
No, you don't understand how much significance that scene has culturally to my generation. If we run on grass, we are all screaming that out. We just don't even speak the language. We just yell gibberish.
But is that just you and your mates?
No, that's actually me, my cousins, everyone. So many kids my age. I like go to parties and like they'll like run on the lawn, and me and my friends say, "I'll get off the grass," and people will laugh because they know what it is. Like that is the cultural significance of this movie.
That's absolutely meme cultural significance as well.
Like,
Like-
are there memes of this?
Yeah, the shut up thing. When she first gets told she's a princess, like that whole shut up meme. We quote that all the
I
time.
think I've seen that before
yeah.
somewhere.
It's just a screen of someone saying "shut up" and another person be like, "Oh,
That's
bro,
right.
that hurt my feelings."
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's so culturally significant to our generation.
I cannot believe this.
This movie changed lives.
Far out. It's changed the landscape of just culture in general.
It's going to go through all the years, you know, like
Migos did that album. They watched the Princess Diaries and they go, bro, this is culture.
after Culture 3 is
And
coming
then
out.
Upset said, this is it. This is the what's it called?
Upset said. Why did you call him upset?
Because he's upset that he's not Quavo.
That's true. Yeah.
Quavo was getting all the features.
Yeah.
He's
This
upset.
is true.
I meant opposite. I meant to say offset.
I thought so. It didn't
Yeah.
really click for me. I was like,
Yeah. And then the other guy called Takeoff because he's never there.
So there's a couple of things that I want to speak of here. One is that like Anne Hathaway learned how to do rock climbing for this movie. That's a fact that I learned.
How does a 15-year-old get a job at a rock climbing place? That's like a genuine question I have. Like, don't you have to surely be an adult? Like, can a minor just run rock climbing?
Yeah, but we're talking like late 90s.
But also it was such a small part of the movie. She learned rock climbing to scale one wall for 30 seconds.
I thought like maybe this last bit where we're going to jump around here, but at the end she's like doing a speech to say whether or not I want to be a princess, right? And she's umming and ahhing. I thought like the last scene was going to be that she has to run there because her car breaks down and she has to like climb over the wall.
Yeah, that was
using
so
rock
cool.
climbing
Things,
skills.
yeah.
Because there's just like, she does rock climbing once with her mum and he's like,
So
also, if you did rock climbing in like 2001, like people would be like, oh, you're actually cool.
That's what. Yeah, there were so many things of this. This lady rocking up to school on a electric scooter.
yeah,
She's got a Mustang.
She's got a Mustang.
Like,
she's so cool. I actually wrote in here that Adelaide wishes that we had scooters as cool as her. Like, her scooter is so cool. And her, and like, just imagine, like,
Yeah, because it looks techie.
it looks just cool.
You know, the scooters now, you know, you got a businessman going on a bright orange or
Yeah,
purple
exactly.
scooter. Yeah, that's not cool.
No.
You put him on things with wires coming out everywhere,
Yeah.
it might shock someone on the way. But,
Who cares?
dude, that looks, especially got the briefcase.
oh,
Exactly.
dude, yeah. A man on a scooter with a briefcase, that's 2021's very own.
Just a man in a suit with a helmet on a scooter.
Yeah,
That's
just vibes.
I love seeing it. I always smile when some dude comes down Grenfell Street in the city on one of them bright orange scooters in the suit.
And they're always on a mission.
Yeah, no, they're serious.
You're never on a scooter if you're not on a mission.
No.
Bro, and they're just on the bell. He's just dinging it. You get out of my way. I've given you warning. I've been ringing it for 3 blocks.
Like, I was out with some friends one time and it was like getting late. And like in South Australia, like our clubs, once it's 3 o'clock, you can't go in. Dudes are like, we got to get there in the morning. We got to get there. So they just like grab those scooters and they're just like through, just like
that's
off-roading, on-roading, everywhere, right?
course.
And I was just like, this is a man with a mission.
Exactly.
And he
wants to get in
succeeded.
that club.
And he succeeded.
Do you have to leave at 3 a.m. or that's when they close?
that's when they
That's when they
close.
close the doors.
Like
so-
at that point, like, why would you want to be out at 3 a.m.?
That's what I mean. But when are they staying until?
Like, I think like sometimes they stay when the sun comes up. I've been driving like early mornings and I've seen people at the tram stop like wearing their going out clothes at like 6:30.
Oh my gosh. Go to bed.
They walk out of the club and onto the tram.
This is the thing, right?
It's wild.
You walk out of the club, it's sunny, right? You're saying to your mate, this was the best night ever. And it's like, but what are the repercussions of this
Yeah,
night?
what's happened because of this?
Like you can't be drinking at like 5:30 a.m. and then like you got your quarter pounder with cheese at 6 o'clock to like start your day.
Bro, they're going to their mates 3 weeks later. They're going, oh man, that night 3 weeks ago was sick. I haven't slept since. Sleep hygiene is just down the toilet. What a killer night.
I want to talk about again going back to high school. I want to talk about parties, and I specifically want to talk about the
Baker Beach Bash.
Baker Beach Bash. Have you got any notes on the Baker Beach Bash?
Let's scroll.
Bro, you need an algorithm to search those notes.
There's just a lot of capitals for no good reason. So I wrote.
As in capital letters or capital cities?
letters. Capital
Because like
letters.
you're that excited
I
that you
was
did
so
it.
excited. Like I
Put it like Paris. You know, Madrid. There's capitals everywhere.
Sydney. It's not a capital. Wait, what's the capital of Canberra? I promise I have a very good high school education.
Everyone forgets about Canberra anyway.
Mum, I promise.
I promise, Mum.
You're sending me to a good school.
You are. You're paying good money. So, my notes for the beach party start when she triple booked her Saturday night. Immediately, I'm heartbroken for Michael and Lily. Like, just pain.
Michael, that's the dude.
Yes,
That's-
love Michael.
he just like fixes up Mustangs for M&Ms and whatnot.
Yeah,
Exactly.
this whole scenario of San Francisco is wild. She's coming down, you know, fireman poles because they live in an old firehouse.
Yeah.
This dude's doing band practice and they're fixing Mustangs, and these people are not meant to be cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
that's what I'm
they're
saying.
the coolest people. Like that's literally how I'd spend a Friday night, listening to some band playing a garage.
Bro, my
With
man's
cool
got
cars.
red hair. He's on the old school Macintosh doing stonks
He's
and
actually doing stonks.
close up magic, and he's not cool.
How is he not cool?
Well, I mean, if you do magic, like that's you're running the
No,
line.
no,
of,
no,
like,
no,
being
no,
cool.
no. But you're doing stonks and
But
magic.
if you're doing stonks and magic, that's different.
That
now
cancels
you,
each other
because
out.
Yeah.
stonks are magic in themselves.
that's
you know?
right. Like, especially with crypto going down. Like,
Yeah, but crypto, I'm not in a good space at the moment.
Oh yeah, because that SNL thing. Or what did Elon Musk say?
Yeah, no, there's been a few hits to the crypto.
All crypto.
dude, Vincent's been coming into like, Stu, I'm $600 up, man. I'm $1,000 up, man.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then he come
yeah,
into the
nah.
Stu today like, hey, let's just do the pod and we'll
let's,
leave, right?
just cut it off here.
I got to pick up another shift. That's what I gotta do.
No, so this beach party thing, the heel pop thing, that she describes in the scene before the party when your heel flicks up.
When you smooch someone for the
that
first
is,
time.
I am waiting for my first kiss just for that to happen. Like,
Are you going to do that whether or not? You're just going to...
Yes, since I've been a kid, that has been the dream.
Just
When
imagine.
Vincent saw me have my first kiss, like he saw my heel pop as well.
He saw the
Exactly.
hip hop.
And
It
he
went
was
the
like,
wrong
wow.
way though, right into a groin. He goes, which way was it? Was it back or forward? That boy!
I know that that's like a specific thing, you know, she wants to do it because it's like part of
Yes.
the old school movies. But if I saw someone doing a heel pop, I would leave that party. Like if I was at an event and someone did a heel pop when they were kissing, I don't care who it was in that. If both of them did it, then that would be okay because that's like they've set this up, obviously.
They've both seen the
Bro,
Princess
you're
Diaries.
there talking to some man's at the party and you just sit there. Look at this. Are you seeing this?
And he's like, yeah, this is beautiful. This is
In
love.
2000
This
it's
is love.
2004, guys. Right? I thought we left that in the 30s.
No, literally. But this, because I watched this when I was such a kid, that has been ingrained into my head that this is love.
That's
that is-
wild.
That is it.
Like you just want to be in like a fisherman's like, what's that place they go
Shack
to?
or something.
Shack.
Yeah.
Not in
With
the
like
shack.
netball things on the ground.
Oh my God, when he asked-
what is it, netball or volleyball?
Volleyball.
No,
Volleyball.
when he asked for that foot massage in the shack, I was like, oh, you disgusting human. What are you even doing?
Come on. What was his name? I don't know.
Josh. Josh Bryant.
Josh Bryant.
Horrid person. And then, oh my God. He was like, he said like in the scene before when he invited her to the party, he was like, I hate people who are phony publicity seekers. And then he literally kisses her like without consent,
Oh, yeah, no,
which
absolutely.
is very
Can't be
bad.
doing that.
Which
Can't
is
be doing
very
that.
bad in front of cameras so he can get his 15 minutes of fame.
Oh, he didn't give him 15 minutes though.
No, he got like 2
30
seconds.
seconds, yeah.
And then Lana Bennett, whatever their names were, Mandy Moore or that chick,
Mandy Moore.
Hey, let's not next.
Mandy
Mandy Moore's
Moore,
like a good
Demi
person,
Moore.
you know? Like she could be doing good things for society. Like
not in this
can't-
film.
Not in this film.
Not in this film. But when they took the tent away, like I was actually more mad at the paparazzi for that. She's a minor and you're taking photos.
Oh, yeah,
of her.
definitely.
that's
But
wild.
also, what, those tents just not
Like,
tied down
yes, exactly. How do you set up a tent and it can just fall
at a
down?
beach.
Yeah.
On a beach.
You
Like,
talk
that's
about,
wind.
yeah, that's right. You're talking about, winds off the waves.
Like, I just don't understand the structural integrity
No
of that
pegs,
tent.
nothing?
No.
I know some engineers. We can
Also,
work through that.
I like, we've talked about this, right? I like going to the beach. I love going to the beach. You know, I love going there with a group of people, love hanging out there for the day. But I cannot do parties on a beach. That's a big no for me. Because one, every single person on that beach got shoes on. They've got shoes on.
That's gross.
You got sand, like, what's it, Josh Bryant?
Josh Bryant.
He's got sand in his shoes.
He's got Birkenstocks.
He's got sand in his Vans. I reckon
Yeah,
that's
they were like Vans. Like, he's got sand in his Vans.
Vans. Gross.
We've got everyone wearing, like, it's meant to be like a beach party. Everyone's wearing jackets
Yeah.
because it must have been cold as hell on that beach. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just they're not really dressed appropriately for whatever situation they're meant to be in.
I thought it was a summer bonanza.
Yeah. Oh my God, the music. This is the one thing.
Summer
that really
bonanza,
pisses
but then
me
it's
off.
pouring with rain the next day.
That's true.
Yeah, like
That's true.
The continuity is so bad in this film. Like in the scene where they're doing that stupid Cupid dance, the backup singers are never actually singing their part. Like you can hear the background vocals, but they don't actually sing it at all.
Yeah, they're probably just lip syncing the whole time.
No, they don't even lip sync. They don't sing their part.
No, that's-
And it's like, you can literally hear them singing. They have lines and everything that are very clear.
I guess it's all or nothing,
Yeah, they're just not doing it.
I'm here dancing.
You know, I'm like, Mandy Moore's doing all the stupid Cupids. Like,
Yeah.
wait, are you all right?
I don't know.
You don't know, like,
I don't know
but
what's
you've got
going
your
on.
bearings.
I haven't got my bearings. I'm telling you, this Princess Diary, I was watching in the dark on my iPad.
Like, your partner's like sleeping next to you and like, she's just like, Vincent,
What is this?
lower the
That's
brightness.
how Bazza has to watch his Princess Diaries.
No,
in
she
the
was
dark.
mad because I said, "Oh, do you want to watch the Princess Diaries tonight?" After we'd come home from dinner at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Why are you always asking people things like late, like not informing, like you've
Not
been
in
out
time.
for dinner
Because-
from 6 o'clock to 11 o'clock and you say when you get home, hey babe,
Do you want to watch the Princess Diaries?
should we go out and go clubbing, babe?
No, I didn't want to go clubbing. I just want to watch the Princess Diaries because then I would have had to wake up really early this morning, which I ended up having to do because I played Minecraft all day instead
my
of doing
gosh.
actual things that I needed to do.
Can't believe it.
I should have reminded you, man.
You should have.
But yeah, anyway, beach things. What I want to get into now is let's get into the royalty a bit because, like, one, we've got royalty of the screen, which is Julie Andrews in this film.
Let me just say, my first note here is that there shall be no Julie Andrews slander made today. She is God. She is the reason for existence. Like, we're not going to be...
Bro, I can't agree or disagree with any of those statements right now because, like, I don't know who created things right now. You know what I mean?
Julie Andrews. That's inside information. I'm telling you it was Julie Andrews. She is the most perfect person to ever exist.
Okay, can you check that's still recording?
It is. It's still recording. Excuse me.
Because if it wasn't, then Julie Andrews is not the most perfect person
Yeah, that's
ever
right.
exists.
I just wanted to get this on camera, you know?
On camera.
So,
Bro, Julie Andrews sucks.
No.
Nah, she's good.
we are Sound of Music stands on this show.
Oh, absolutely.
We've stated that. But I think Julie Andrews was not given enough in this movie.
No. Oh my God. 100%.
She was given a fair bit.
No.
Nah.
See,
She should have been the princess.
she should have been.
100%. She should have been doing songs. She should be doing singing.
No, see, you've got to wait for Princess Diaries 2 for that.
Oh,
Is
she's
there
doing
singing?
This is a bit of a spoiler, so if you haven't seen the Princess Diaries 2, I know you two haven't, but like...
This is also a spoiler for Princess Diaries 1.
That's true.
Yeah.
So if you watch the, you know how you get like the extras on DVDs? So you watch the extra on the Princess Diaries 2 DVD, and like, so she sings in Princess Diaries 2. Like, it's not her full singing because she was quite old, you know, and she hadn't. Like,
Wait, wasn't it like 2004? Like she's ageless, this lady.
Yeah, but like she hadn't sung in years, right? And they got her to sing for Princess Diaries 2, and you could see like the camera crew all crying because the sound of her singing for the first time in so long was just so beautiful and so incredible.
This is the behind the scenes.
Yeah, in the behind.
I was thinking like that's bad, like filming if like the camera crew in the background like, oh bro, they got all the lights like, and it's like who's manning the cameras here?
Just filming the camera crew,
just panning and just Julie Andrews just quickly, slowly goes off the shot.
just to the camera.
Dude, that's I could get emotional.
Dave,
watching that.
can you hold on to the camera? Bro, I'm so emotional right now.
Bro, I'm sobbing here. I'm sobbing.
I kid you not though. They're like crying because it's so beautiful. So Princess Diaries 2 is where she really, oh my God, I hit the microphone. So she really comes into it. I'm so sorry. Where she really comes into her character.
Who, Julie Andrews or
Julie
Maya
Andrews.
Angelou? What's the name? Mia something.
Oh, Thermopolis.
Thermometer.
I thought you were saying Maya Angelou. I was like, what?
Yeah. But yeah, I think Julie Andrews didn't get enough play. Like if you got Julie Andrews in your movie, you want to take advantage of
Her
that.
name was last on the credits at the beginning of the film.
Yeah, that's good. That means that's the last one you see. So you're like, we got Julie Andrews in this.
That's normally
You know what I mean?
normally the headliner.
That's like headliner things. Like, well, it's either the headliners sometimes first, but it's either that or there's that person in there. Like, you know, if you got a movie, you got Arnold Schwarzenegger in there, you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
because you're like, nah, that's wild.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He was on the poster, but I didn't know he was in the movie.
Or like introducing. Like sometimes they used to do introducing
Oh yeah, when they have like the new people.
when they have like the new big thing, like
yeah.
the Chez Starbucks of the world.
Absolute chest star.
Bro, that's a deep cut. That's deep cut.
That's Steve Carr. Oh, that dude that watched every single episode in
The pool guru.
oh,
That was
the
him.
pool guru, my pool guru. He's going to listen to that and he's going to go, chest Starbucks. I just listened to that the other day.
So let's talk about royalty for a bit because none of this, in my opinion, is like the top class of royalty. For some reason, every time I hear about Genovia, every time I see like their dinner parties, I'm thinking like, this is like the bottom tier of like royalty. And I understand that, you're a movie, you can only do what you can do. But I was just like, one, you've got people who are in there trying to become the princesses
that was
of
a weird
Genovia.
little bit.
The dinner, like each
The
one had
Baron
dinner
and his wife.
Oh my God, I'm so
That's
sorry.
just a weird.
That gets further explained in Princess Diaries too. Like there's a whole.
So then you're telling me they're
set
setting us up for like
Yeah, they
the
set you
sequels here.
up for the sequels.
Yeah, this was too much.
Yeah, look, can I say something here?
Say something.
Francesca, you're not going to be happy. Vincent, you might be happy with this.
I'm going to be happy either way.
So, one, there's basketball in this movie. That lady shooting hoops.
Dude, that lady,
Like,
and
she just-
Joe's shooting hoops.
Yeah.
Dude's there with an umbrella,
He's shooting
Ella.
hoops.
Actually,
and he's just
fun fact about
Cashing
that
it in.
scene. You know when she falls down the thing? Improvised, unscripted. It just happened and they kept rolling.
Yeah.
improvised.
That
That
was
was improvised.
She's like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fall, but I'm not telling anyone that I'm going to
We're gonna
fall.
stack it, bro. We're just gonna stack it.
You know what
Well, I
I
mean, to be
mean.
fair, they're on slippery
Yeah.
metal benches.
Yeah.
She's walking up and down.
It's just been raining.
Yeah.
And she
They've
just slips.
still got the umbrellas holding up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on, that's just poor decisions.
And also,
She's going to be making those decisions as a princess of
Yeah,
Genovia.
exactly.
it is fitting for her
Not my
character.
princess.
It is fitting for her character because, like, I understand
it
that there's bits of her that's meant to be clumsy. But here's the thing.
The
I'm
thing.
going to get back to whatever I was going to say before, but this is what I'm going to say now.
Cut you off there.
This is what I'm going to say now. She's meant to be clumsy. She's meant to be, that's her like MO. The first part of the film when she's doing like rock climbing. If you're doing rock climbing and you're clumsy, like you're going to be falling off. She's scaling those walls like it's nothing. Other areas of this film, there's no clumsiness at all. But then sometimes she's like holding her hair back because she needs to like keep her body up straight.
Yeah.
She's like doing clumsy things. I think that they didn't know what they were doing.
No.
I think that they had this idea, we're going to make it clumsy. But like also we've got to make it like Anne Hathaway's got to be like the star, got to have like, got to be the princess, got to look good. You can't be clumsy all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe they put rock climbing in because one of the producers was invested in rock climbing businesses.
They needed a bit of, that was how they got the sponsorship for the movie.
Yeah.
See, that's why the whole royal scenes are looking so bad because the only sponsorship they could get was from the rock climbing companies.
Yeah.
It's 100% it.
Yeah.
It's just a thought,
a
Also,
thought.
fun fact as well, because you got that fun fact. You know when that man's arm caught on fire
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they put it in the ice
Yeah.
and then like Anne Hathaway screams and like throws
Yeah.
water on it? It's because like the fire was meant to go out once it got put in the ice.
Oh,
but it
no
did
way.
not. So
That's
she's just like,
hilarious.
I don't know what to do. So she just, like Anne Hathaway thinking on her feet.
Yeah.
But also that dude he was cool, calm, collected the whole time he had
Yeah.
fire in it.
He just didn't care.
I mean, he had a few brandies,
A few schnapps.
a few schnaps.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was really going to say. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Okay, so
Abolish the monarchy.
Yes.
oh, actually, let's talk about abolish the monarchy before we get into because this will, what I will say will probably lead into like the back end of this podcast.
Okay.
I think I just
Because
wrote.
Francesca will probably leave. She'll be like, "This is the worst operation."
I know I wrote. I
It's
remember.
not what I didn't sign up for.
I really think Princess Diaries 3 should be about them abolishing the monarchy and creating a form of democracy because I just think that'd be really interesting to see because we don't hear much about this monarchy, how Genovia was set up. Like, I feel it's a bit shady. I bet there was definitely some things that went on with
it's
this.
just a shell company, actually.
Yeah,
It's not actually
like-
a real country.
With this royal family. I'm like, how did
With this
start?
Julie Andrews.
This
Yeah.
is Julie. This is Joe.
Joe,
Joe.
Joe.
like
Don't
Joe
even know
looks
his
like
last
he's
name.
killed some people.
Joe definitely has.
Yeah,
How hilarious was that, the neighbour, though?
Oh my.
When that was, I actually full on
I
laughed
don't-
when that man's just going, he walked over past the window begrudgingly. And he's like, how the hell did I win an Emmy?
I don't know if I can say this, but I wrote in my notes that he reminds me of you. I just don't know why, but
you
when
can
I
absolutely say that. You
yeah,
can say
like
that.
I just got Vincent.
No, that's actually
vibes.
illegal. I'm editing this out.
Or it'll be like, yeah, actually reminds me of Apo. Just like,
Apo, there we go. So you can make it easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
It just reminded me of you. I don't know. I just got you vibes. Like that's something you do when you're
Because
old.
I normally sit on the director's chair just out the front yard of my house.
Yeah, just making notes.
I think it's also
Yeah,
because
right.
that man's never seen outside of his home.
Dude was outside all the time.
No, he's outside of his home, but he's on his property. You know what I mean?
So he's
He's never
outside of his
left-
home, but he's not outside
Yeah.
of his home.
Yeah, like if you had the option, you would never go outside of your home.
Yeah, I'm planning to buy a house with a really nice garden so I can just stay there.
Yes,
Yeah.
in the garden, nice.
And a studio, of course.
Of course.
So then I can come to you.
That's
Exactly.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Studio.
Exactly.
Look,
Bro, we're
look,
just
I can't. I'm doing it now, and I was
We're all doing
I was
it.
complaining about it. When you talk about like abolishing monarchies and like destroy the patriarchy, all that sort of business, right? I got no idea what you mean. Like, are we just talking about like they have to like is that like we're gonna get rid of like the kings and queens?
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
Well, not you don't need to necessarily get rid of them, but you just get rid of their power,
Yeah, you take away a lot of their power and their riches. and
which
stuff
is the
like that.
crown. If they don't have the crown, they got no
They've got
power.
nothing, yeah.
It's like a wizard without his wand.
Yeah.
So you take away their crown. Like if I went up to the queen, just snatched it off her head, it's like I've got
But
all
she'd
the power now.
disintegrate there.
She'd just
How the hell do you think she's staying alive all these years?
That's it.
Bro, the crown is just dropping nutrients.
Yeah.
Into her head.
Dude. Yeah. That's why my man's Philip is gone. He never wore a crown.
My man's Philip didn't wear a crown. Right.
Conspiracy
Far
unlocked
out.
here on the back
Goodness.
catalogue.
My goodness. But this is why I think we shouldn't abolish the monarchy, and I'll tell you exactly why right now. Is because there's always a part of me that's like, what if I just married royalty?
Fair.
Like, imagine the stew we could get, bro.
Fair.
Good. All the taxpayers' money we could use to buy stuff for ourselves.
No, forget that. You could force the country to listen to the podcast. You'd have like 1 million viewers, or how many people in a country? A lot of like listeners.
A country amount of viewers. Dude, a country amount of viewers is a lot. Unless
Exactly.
you're talking, you know,
Also,
Christmas Island.
we force our friends to listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
But I think on a grand scale, I would feel a bit upset about it. But at the same time, like we're getting clicks. Like, we're getting
Yeah,
clicks.
you're getting clicks.
Like, what are you going to do about it? At least we're not doing prank videos.
That's true.
You know, that's the lowest form of like content.
That is absolutely the lowest form of
100%.
content.
But like, you know, making a whole country watch your content or else, that's probably like mid-tier like
Yeah,
content.
and then just above that is reaction videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Which
just
we
above
have
that
done.
is like Mr. Beast.
Just above that is Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he just like he's doing wild things.
He's doing just every time he pops up on my YouTube, there's just something
Yeah,
weird.
leave your finger on this pear, on this Genovian pear, and if the last one to have it on there before the pear disintegrates gets $1 million.
Whoever like gets stone thrown at their eyes and does not have an allergic reaction, you get $1 million.
You get $1 million, that's it.
He spends millions of dollars on his content, like not just giving the money, but like creating the content. That's wild. But can I get into something here?
Getting something.
I think this movie did not know what it was doing. And
Yeah,
you don't need to nod. You can disagree with me
mean-
because I know you want to.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna agree with you. Number one, because you know we're partners in this business.
That's right. Yeah.
You know,
Like a lot of people see us, they think of us as like romantic partners, but we're spiritual
You're
partners.
spiritual. You're
We there's a lot of us that's connected,
it's
like
telepathy.
on the mental. Yeah.
it's just because our jokes are mostly only funny to each other. That's the reason.
People always ask, "What are these in jokes that you guys have?" And I'm like, I don't even know.
don't even know.
They just happen.
Bro, someone says Bucharestian plums and it's a joke.
Oh,
you know?
bro, that's funny.
I my pool guru. He's seen that one.
Dude, he's seen that one recently.
He's
like,
having a bloody
"I know
field
this."
day today.
Oh, he's
This is
loving it,
basically
man.
his episode.
And your episode will come, Lion King. It's coming.
It was actually funny. The other day I was in bed and I thought of the Padme joke. And I started laughing in bed. My partner was going, "What are you laughing at?" I said, "Oh, just something on the podcast." She goes, "Ugh," and just goes to sleep.
Yeah, she enjoys us as individuals, but not
But
our
together,
content.
it's
That's right. That's right.
So,
But I was going to say, I'm agree with you that
Agree with
this movie doesn't know what it's doing because there's so much of it that, and I'm going to get serious right now, my pool guru, that they, you know, oh, she's a princess, but she doesn't have to be the princess that, you know, she's supposed to be or whatever, you know? She doesn't have to be the Julie Andrews
Yeah.
of the film here. And she's doing, you know, she's driving Mustang fastbacks.
Yeah.
And she's crashing into, you know,
She's breaking down that societal expectation of it.
yeah, but then they don't go quite into that
Yeah.
because it's still, you know, she still does princess things.
like, she has to go in the bowl gown at the end and do like dancing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, things like, you know.
And I mean, I know she does like the robot
Yeah,
and
how
whatnot.
good was that sound? You actually quite like that bit.
But and I know she gets, you know, her like heel.
Scenes
her heel
like
goes up.
that make me, you know, reinforce my belief that I should not be dancing anywhere.
But I also this is why I think it's not that good because you're right, Vincent. If you've got a message, go into that message. Don't just touch on it lightly and then be like, oh, you know what, we'll sprinkle a bit here, we'll sprinkle a bit there, and you know, we'll just do like Anne Hathaway like falling over
Yeah.
and her mate like
Don't-
yelling and then not yelling.
Don't do just like 30
her
seconds of
best
rock
mate.
climbing. Do like the whole, you know, 127 hours or whatever that movie
Exactly.
is. Just do the whole thing.
Just do that. No,
I
but
don't know how much rock climbing. I think that man was like riding a bike.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he just
Do
fell
that,
into a rock.
That other dude, that free
Free solo.
Yeah, free Ben Solo, you know?
Yeah, free my
Ben
brother.
Solo. Ben Solo makes me cry. Don't talk about that. Not today. On
Is
the
it because he's
podcast.
like Ben Swallow? Like, we'll get into that when we do the movie.
Ben Swallow. Oh my goodness.
Ben Solo. No, I get that, and that's why it's like this is like one of the greatest movies of all time. But the sequel is so much better because they literally have the whole movie is her like kind of pushing back on that expectation that she has to get married in order to be a queen. Like that's the plot of the second movie, and that's why it's so good because that main message really comes through. Yeah, it tries this movie. I think it really tries, and it really spoke to me when I was a kid. I was like, yeah, I don't have.
Oh, it's
to do all
culturally
this.
significant.
Exactly.
Like, you're not running on lawns anymore.
Exactly. I'm taking the footpath.
Yeah,
It's
your
where I need
your
to go.
parents are going on the lawn and not using the footpath. And you're going,
Exactly.
get off the lawn. Or if my friends were here, they'd be losing
Exactly.
Think of the cultural significance of that quote.
It's so important. Like, I think, the main message does need to come through a bit more. Like, for kids, when we were kids, it was enough that we got it. You know what I mean? It was enough that we could
maybe
understand.
you kids were smarter than us kids.
Bro, I'm still dumb. Like, what do you mean? But here's the thing, right? We'll do Princess Diaries 2 at some point.
Yes.
You're gonna have to
We're
bring
gonna have
you
to
back
get you
on.
back on.
to
Chris
like-
Pine.
Yeah, Christopher
Oh,
Pine,
Chris-
MP for
Chris
Adelaide.
Pine.
Prince
in there.
William actually makes a cameo in Princess Diaries too.
Prince William.
Yeah, he's
Prince
in it.
William. How much hair does he have?
The man.
He
that-
has all of his hair. It was when he was hot.
Oh, come on, bro.
So
All right, let's finish this off here. You know, like we're talking about people without hair, like being unattractive and whatnot.
I thought this was a safe space.
I thought this was the safest of spaces.
Oh, yeah.
No, but we do need to wrap this up because you need to go to work,
I do
and
need
we
to go
need
to
to
work.
like not go to work and like just keep trying to make this into a profitable business.
Yeah.
Which we will one day, hopefully. My poor guru, like sponsor us, please.
Sponsor us, please.
We'll be your apprentices.
We'll
We'll,
plug
do
that.
that. That'll be our video. We'll do a video like us being like pool men.
Yeah, we can do that.
That's hilarious.
wait, before we go, we have to talk about Joe. I'm sorry. I
Oh,
have,
yeah,
I
yeah,
have
talk
so
about
much
Joe.
about Joe.
Talk about Joe.
Joe is the biggest king in the history of the world. There is nothing that Joe can do wrong. That quote he said about that no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Like, yes, Joe.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
Joe.
that's copy pasted.
Yeah, I know it's copy pasted, but he delivers it with what's that word? Gravitas?
Yeah.
Grab whatever.
And
Gravity.
and a pretty smooth goatee.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Like,
he's good. I like him.
It's hilarious when her friend says, "Oh, you look like Shaft."
I don't know who Shaft is. I didn't get that joke.
It also like it does not work
No.
because like Shaft is like a black man who's like a private detective
Oh.
essentially.
Oh, really?
No, he was played by Samuel L. Jackson and played by Richard Roundtree as well, and then played
Richard
by
Roundtree. That's
dude. That's the
Richard
best.
Roundtree.
Roundtree, bro.
Roundtree.
He's just a man that takes
You ever seen a tree that's not round?
No, that's exactly right.
come on.
He's a man that takes no smack from anyone, but he is like, you know, for the culture, he is an African American man.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a bit weird.
But he is dressed like Shaft would dress, like all
Yeah,
leather.
Just like, and I love the relationship between him and Julie Andrews. It's so beautiful to
That
see.
is another. I did actually like that because it kind of highlights that nothing. You don't have to do exactly what you're told and what's
Exactly.
expected of you. You know, they holding hands.
Yeah, exactly.
That's probably blasphemous in Genovia.
Yeah, probably.
That dude juggling the pears stopped.
He was
Jazz music stopped.
That's why
pear
he
juggling
stopped. That's why he stopped, because he saw them holding hands. But Joe is just the biggest. Joe, I can't even put into words how much Joe means to me and my friends.
like that's your culture.
our culture. Joe is our religion.
If Julie Andrews is God, Joe is seated at the right hand of the.
Exactly.
There, yeah.
Exactly. That's it.
Hey, Joe is, you know what I mean?
Joe is, right?
That's inside jokes. Don't even worry about it. That's too inside.
Don't worry about it, my poor guru. If you get on the Patreon, you'll know about that one.
But no, yeah. Look, I would say if we're going to do like the hits, we're going to say who the best characters are. I'm obviously going to say Anne Hathaway. This was a
Yeah.
breakout role. Anne Hathaway is
well.
like great in whatever Anne Hathaway does. Plus, like she must have the crown that Queen Elizabeth has because she has not aged.
She's not aged.
Not at all.
And Joe is
Joe
like
is
top
cool.
tier.
Joe's
I'm hoping that he also appears in the second one.
The Julie Andrews situation in Princess Diaries too.
Oh,
Wow.
No.
Well, I'm looking forward to Princess
iconic.
Diaries too. And also the fact that they in the castle for a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's all set in
I
Genovia.
love it. I love
Breakaway
that,
by
bro.
Kelly Clarkson does play. That was this Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson was written for this movie or something.
yeah, no, I love that song. I've never heard of.
Yeah, by Kelly Clarkson.
Have you guys not heard Breakaway?
How's
Like,
it-
I want to get away. Is it that one?
No.
No, I don't know. I don't know Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson. I know that one last Since You've Been Gone by Kelly
Oh
Clarkson.
yeah, dude,
No.
that one. That's a
No,
slapper.
it's not this one.
That's absolutely 2000 slapper.
Since
That's
You've Been
slap.
Gone is a
That
good song.
slaps.
No.
But hey, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go around the Richard Round table. We're gonna we're gonna talk about whether or not we think this movie is worth the $11.99 for Disney Plus admission.
Oh, is it $11.99 now?
If you get Disney Plus Star, which is that compulsory now,
No,
think
I declined it last night.
you declined it last night.
Okay, so you could still be doing $9.99s. Now, I think that we'll go me first because I think people know where I'm going to sit. Francesca, you go second, and then Vincent, you'll
Yeah.
be like the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
I'll be the tiebreaker. All right, here we go.
Vincent, remember, I'm your family. So just remember that.
Okay. How you going to
This
put that
movie, listen. It's not worth it.
Wow.
The Disney Plus admission. One thing though, Like San Francisco wild. Like I
Yes.
liked every
I
scene
want to
that was
go
like
to
up a
San
hill.
Francisco because every movie I've seen that has San Francisco in there. I mean, I'm pretty sure every single one I've watched on this podcast, they live in a firehouse.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is this the same one from that Herbie movie?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's like the same thing, the same houses from Full House as well. Like I was looking and I reckon it's the same
Bro,
street. the Full
definitely
House
they
house
got
is
a
on.
good deal on this firehouse,
Yeah.
and that's just that studio's house.
Yeah,
It could, I mean,
And the CEO
yeah.
lives in there, and he goes, "Yeah, bro, we save money."
Kevin Feige's in that house
Kevin
right
Feige's in that house right now.
So imagine, like, you
how
wake
with
up every-
Doctor Strange with WandaVision with I don't know, Shang-Chi.
How does he do it?
How does he do it?
But imagine sliding down a fire pole every morning. That's pretty good.
now. I'm scared of that. I could never do that when I was a kid. I was
that's
just too
wild.
scared of heights.
Yeah, that's fair. But tell the viewers and the listeners.
Viewers and listeners, this movie is one of the greatest movies of all time. It shaped a generation. It has changed lives. Princess Diaries 2 is better.
When did it come out?
2001. So we all like watched.
So you were born after 2001.
Yeah. But it's like that's the movie we all watched. It was always 9 Go. It was always on there. It was always on like Channel 7 on the Disney Channel. Like that was the movie we watched.
Yes, I was strictly playing with trains and Legos.
See,
I wasn't allowed to watch TV in the weekdays, so that's why.
Yeah.
oh, see,
That's why it
different
wasn't culturally
generation.
significant for me.
Exactly. This movie just like it's so quotable to this day. Like,
The
we
bloody
still
movie
quote
that
it.
was culturally significant to me was Blank Check, and we know how that turned out.
Oh man,
My Pool Guru.
my pool guru knows.
You
Man.
have
The guru knows.
sponsorship Your guys are gonna get from My Pool Guru.
Hey, throw up the sharkers because that's like his thing.
No, you're going this
You
guy.
got
eh?
this-
I don't know how cameras work.
So,
you know how cameras work. That's the camera there. But anyway, Vincent, tie break this for us and like
Tie-break
you
it.
know.
all right. Well,
You've known me for 17 years.
yeah, I've actually known Afo for
Oh,
almost that amount of time as well.
shit.
Lesser though, lesser.
So, still. What do I think? I mean, it was fine. It's not a fantastic movie. I probably wouldn't, sign up to Disney Plus for it. So,
Really?
That's what this is. It's not about it's fine. I wouldn't sign up to Disney. He's trying to work around, but so you
trying
don't
to be-
hear exactly what he
He's
said.
trying to be Bazza.
Oh,
He's trying to be
bro.
Bazza. He's trying to say,
Trying to be Bazza.
it's fine, but it's not for me.
Also, you're allowed to like it. I
Yeah.
don't want you to feel like Bazza. I don't want you to feel like him.
This is a safe space.
Also, his name's Bradley. Bazza is like Barry.
yeah, I know, but the Australians would just do anything to call someone with like Zs.
That's true.
Bazza, Bazza, Jazza. You just have to have the first letter.
That's right.
Anyway, if you want to reach the show, backcatalogbroadcasting@gmail.com. We're on Patreon.
But he's just like
I'm trying to do
swear.
I'm trying to do Christopher Pine
He
things.
hasn't given the heart to. He's just gone nut.
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't think it's worth signing up to Disney Plus because it seems like these are just we'll put this in this in here and this in here,
Fair.
and then we'll do that in the sequel.
Fair.
You know?
I'm keen to
Fair.
see the sequel though, and we'll
That's-
get you on here.
I'm excited.
The sequel is honestly, it's oh my God. Can't even. Lily is so much better in the sequel than she is in this movie.
She was pretty funny in this.
Yeah.
The friend.
The best
The friend.
friend. Like, she's a bit of a cow in this one for some scenes.
Nah,
But then
she's-
She
No,
shoots hoops though.
she shoots hoops though. But Michael is not in the second one, so prepare yourself for that.
Yeah, but he was barely in this one.
Man's just playing like M&M's. Like he was playing M&M's.
But also, Anne Hathaway is, apparently she's
I forgot to say that I hate that bit. Go on.
which bit?
The fact that she's loving this like
Yeah.
Josh Bryant.
Josh Bryant the whole
And then
time.
straight away she goes, no.
No, I want a dude with
you.
sideburns.
Yeah, like she's like this is my first option. But if that doesn't work out, I'll go for my
I've got a
second
backup.
option.
Yeah.
I've got a backup.
Turns out he's actually an absolute fool, dumb dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you like me,
You're all right.
you like
You're good.
M&Ms. I can send you a pizza with M&Ms on it, and we're all good.
Michael deserved better. That is.
Michael deserved better than her.
Jeremiah deserved better. Jeremiah's supremacy, I say. That was a dude with the red hair. He deserves so much better than what he got.
His name is Jeremiah Supremacy.
I'm saying, like, do you guys know
he's
that?
like Supreme or something.
Yeah, like he deserves
Yeah, like
rights.
Supreme Leader Snoke, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly
He's
like
just
that.
a man in a jar. We
just
found
man in
that
a
out.
jar.
Anyway, I think definitely sign up to Disney Plus for this and buy the DVD so you can get all the extras.
Oh, the DVD, get the extras, get Julie
Yeah.
Andrews singing, get like some
Exactly.
cameraman at the back sobbing.
Sobbing. Like they go up to him later like, Cameron, he's like, bro, I just can't stop sobbing. Like I've seen Sound of Music like 17 times and now I'm seeing it live. All right, Vincent, tell them where they can find us. Tell them about Marzi Media because Francesca, you need to go. You need to get out of here.
Yeah, I do actually.
Marzi Media also. My Pool Guru and Marzi Media sponsor us. If you do need marketing or whatever.
When he said sponsor us, they don't sponsor us, but we want them to sponsor us.
Yeah.
We're asking them. We're begging them. Please. Please.
They just want sponsorship.
The lights are falling down here.
Which is a notebook to prop up the camera today.
Yeah, multiple. And Mick and Ori's notes as well.
But anyway, hit him
Anyway, we're on Patreon. Francesca's on the Patreon. She knows how killer it is.
I love the Patreon.
It's crazy.
Best email.
What else we do? Instagram. We do YouTube. Watch our YouTube videos. We got one of Jesus.
Oh yeah, Jesus is out
Jesus
now.
is out now.
Yeah.
Not for you,
Yeah, no.
but for the listener and
For
viewer.
the listener and the viewer, it's out now.
Anyway, is that all?
That's it.
Thank you for having me on. This has been a very enjoyable experience. I've
Hey,
loved it.
we had a lot of fun as well.
Now you can
quite
go.
good.
Now you can go to work and talk about how you're going to be
Exactly.
famous on Monday.
Exactly. I'm going to be, look, Monday, let's see, I reckon you'll be either Monday lunch, we'll be getting in the classroom and we'll be putting it on the big screen and we'll be watching it all together, so it'll be good.
That's kind of wild.
But you got to do work though.
Not
No,
a
lunchtime.
lunchtime.
All right, lunchtime.
doing
I was going
lunchtime.
to say, like, don't
We'll
let us
do a
take
bit,
you
we'll
away
do a
from
bit
it.
at recess, a bit at lunch, and then a bit in maths when we don't actually want to do the work.
Well, it might not be up.
No,
at
we
recess.
don't condone that.
Yeah,
It's okay,
yeah.
I'm good at maths. I figured out what 18 plus 20 was.
That's true. I
really
can't
quick.
believe I didn't
did.
figure that out.
No, you didn't have that. You didn't figure that one out. That's
Anyway,
okay.
hey, farewell.
Hey.
Thanks, guys.